Hey guys, Dr. Norm with the Chiro Compass, helping you navigate the real world of chiropractic practice. On this video, I wanted to share with you what to focus on in order to become the best possible chiropractor after you graduate. Okay? Back when I was in school, I was a 4.0 student, probably for the first 5 or 6 quarters, something like that. I really focused on the academics. I thought that if I just did what I was told and I did the best possible job I could do in school, that would prepare me for the real world. And as you can probably guess, that is not true. Around 5th or 6th quarter, I started going to clubs. I started going to technique clubs, and I learned very quickly that I was not the top student. I was the top student in the academics, but when it came to being able to find a subluxation and fix a subluxation, I didn't know anything, and I struggled with it for a long time. So having said that, what you guys need to do while you're in school is to focus on things outside of school. Now, you've heard me say this before, school is important for getting the degree. With the degree, well, school is helping you to pass boards and to get the degree. With your degree and with a passing board score, you can then apply for a license. With a license, then you can now practice. Okay? School is good for that. The things that are going to prepare you to find subluxation and fix subluxation, you're going to learn some of those in school, but you're really going to hone that craft outside of school. So what do I mean by that? I'm going to give you four suggestions while you're in school. Number 1, go to technique clubs. Number 2, go and shadow offices, shadow existing practices. Number 3, go to seminars. And number 4, go on mission trips. Okay, so with technique clubs, they're right there on campus. You can't really, there's no excuse not to go. You really need to get there and just get your hands on as many people as possible. Also, try to attend as many clubs as you can. When I was in school, I went to Gonstead Club. I went to, there was a Mopal Club at the time. I don't know if there still is. I went to Activator Club, I went to Thompson Club, and I went to just about anything that I could, anything that fit in with my schedule. I would always try to go to multiple clubs. So get to club, get involved in clubs outside of your regular course load. Okay. Number 2, you really need to be shadowing existing practices. Now, once you are able to observe in an existing practice, you'll be able to see how do these doctors find subluxations? How do they fix subluxations? How do they interact with patients? What is their office layout like? You're going to be exposed to a lot of things that you don't even know that you don't know. You need to be observing as many practices as you can, so that when it comes time to actually practice, then you're going to be able to make better decisions, better informed decisions, because you'll have that information. You can, where do you find practices to shadow? You can either just do a Google search and start calling up some offices. You can also talk to your classmates. Sometimes they will have already shadowed an existing practice. Also, some of your teachers who are still in active practice, ask them if they'd be willing to let you shadow for a weekend, or shadow in the afternoon when you don't have class, or shadow in the morning when you don't have class. But try to fit it in your schedule. Okay, so those are the first 2. That was going to club, which is on campus, and that's shadowing offices, which is close to campus. Number 3 is going to be going to seminars. Now, sometimes seminars will come to the school. Also, some seminars will be close by. You know, if you're at Life, then Atlanta always has a ton of seminars out there. Try to get to as many of those as possible. There's going to be practice management seminars, there's going to be technique seminars, there's going to be motivational seminars, a lot of things like that. Just try to go to as many of those as you can. Just to expose yourself to all the different aspects of practice, okay? And then the 4th one is to go on mission trips. Now, I know a lot of your professors will say that you shouldn't go on mission trips, and that's a bad idea. They're wrong. You need to be going to mission trips. The reason I say that is, while you're in school, you're only going to get your hands on a certain amount of spines, and your learning curve is going to go up exponentially if you're able to get out onto a mission trip. And I might get these numbers wrong, but back when I was in school, I think our requirements in student clinic and outpatient clinic were like 200 to 300 adjustments. And I could be totally wrong with that. This was, you know, we're going probably 20 years back when I was in school. But when I did a mission trip, I saw 500 patients in a week. So my learning curve, I saw twice as many in a week period than I did in 2 years of adjusting on campus. Okay, so try, if at all possible, get to a mission trip. Now, I don't know which ones are out there now, if there's good ones, if there's bad ones. Do your research, ask your classmates, and make sure you're going to get a lot of hands-on when you do a mission trip, okay? And I've done other videos on mission trips before, so you can find those on the YouTube channel. last thing I wanted to say is, for those of you who've recently graduated, there's no excuse. You still need to be improving your skills as well, okay? So technique clubs might be out if you're not, if you practice far away from the campus now, but you can still go and shadow other offices. This is my 18th year in practice, and I am still observing other doctors. And not necessarily doctors who have been in practice longer than me. I still shadow doctors who are fresh out of school because I want to learn. I want to learn as much as I can. So shadow offices, go to seminars, and go on mission trips. You still need to do those 3 things when you're fresh out of school. Okay? So that's all I wanted to say on this one. The way you become a better chiropractor is to focus on activities that happen outside of the practice. So the summary of this, I just want you guys to keep improving your skills as much as you can. Your patients deserve it. Your future patients deserve you to be as good as you can be. So if you want to just coast and just barely get through, that's the kind of quality you're going to give to your patients out in practice, and that's not fair. So if you guys have any questions, please reach out to me. Either leave a comment below this video. You can also reach me over at chirocompass.com, or we have the Facebook group for students and for recent grads. Just look up in the Facebook groups, look for Chiro Compass, and you'll find us on there, okay? So please click subscribe if you haven't done so already, and please share this with your classmates. My goal is to get the quality of chiropractic out in the world as good as it can possibly be. So my goal is to help more chiropractors become more successful more quickly. All right, take care.